I'm the art performance portion of this, and I need to give you a little bit of background about what you're about to experience. This is a project that I completed recently called Flagrant World. It's a network-based piece. FLAGRANTWORLD.net is where you can go to see it after this morning if you're interested. FLAGRANTWORLD.net is actually a collection, it's a database of a few hundred images, videos, audio files, and text fragments. And it actually is assembled as a collage on the fly in real time by a small software engine. I think of it as a piece of hybrid media. So in my mind, I think of it as a poem, a painting. It has elements of song and sound. And I call it an electronic book, and the reason that I do that is to sort of push the envelope of really what that might mean. Flagrant World is sort of the place that I've gone to dream and speculate about what literary traditions, what book-based ideas begin to look like once we begin to move beyond the technologies of ink and paper. I'm very much based in the book world, but I'm interested in sort of speculating on what kinds of crazy narrative structures one could invent once all of those things begin to come off the page. Flagrant World starts slowly and builds, and so it really demands the kind of reader that is willing to spend time with the text and is willing to sort of put up with a certain degree of ambiguity. In other words, a reader like me. There are people like that out there in the world who really kind of like that sort of swimming in that kind of sea. I think that's the audience that I'm shooting for. But the reason that I'm saying that now is that 10 minutes, which is about the amount of time that we're going to have for you to screen the piece, doesn't really begin to give you an idea of where this piece is going. So just a couple of pieces of advice. Over the next 10 minutes or 12 minutes, however much time we have, probably what you don't want to do is to try to figure out what the piece means or to try to discern where the linear structure is in this piece, because really that doesn't exist. It has different kinds of agendas and demands. I would suggest that you think of this as sort of, you're about to enter into a kind of slightly warm electronic bath. And if you just are willing to sort of dispense with some of your expectations and just sit back and let what you see and what you hear sort of gently or perhaps not so gently wash over you. And we're going to start the piece. And the last thing that I'll tell you is that because it's actually driven by a software machine, I'm not even sure what's going to happen now. Those of you who are sitting in the back are going to have a bit of a challenge reading the text. So if you'd like to be able to read the text, you'll want to move on.
that allow you to communicate with God? How does that allow you to communicate? Because I believe that is the emphasis, going within. Because I believe that is the emphasis, going within, which is getting to speak about
Every
God,
sin must sooner or later come
which
to
is
its
what has within you recommended, which is what has been recommended, the best aspect as for your the best understanding. That is where the truth lies. Understanding. That is where the truth lies, within.
It is the mystic ladder which reaches from earth to heaven.
So I will read as I am guided to. So I will read as I am guided to. The foreign explanations will help you to understand the different explanations will help you to understand the different attitudes to enable best to avoid these attitudes to evolve yourself of mastery, to grow and to evolve. These explanations will assist you in developing yourself. These explanations will assist you in developing yourself during your present highest level possible. During your present life. Any evolution of the soul is an evolution of the mind. Evolution of the soul, any evolution of the mind is an evolution of the soul. Any evolution of the mind is an evolution without the other. One cannot know itself as evolving. The mind cannot sense itself as evolving unless the sense of evolution. Likewise, the soul cannot know. Likewise, the soul cannot know unless the mind evolving intellectually believes, unless the mind intellectually believes that it is evolving.
Every saint has climbed Every saint has climbed it. The truth, and sets his face resolutely toward the Father's throne.
Sidste aften kom ud og rigtig clients med brunderøg på en eller anden krop. Så skal også på et møde her. Der er 10 minutter for os. Hvis I gider.
Now I just spray it on.
Where's the peace? Where's the joy? Where's the hope in your life? Give me neighbors and friends and calling my radio.
You can collect codes for free Disney Pixar's Toy Story 3 stuff online.
Right, but as soon as something goes bad, you fall apart. That's what he means by saying. You gotta consider the cost. Not only the cost of what it costs.
Scrubbing Bubbles Daily Shower Power Sprayer. Just spray and go for a cleaner shower every day with no scrubbing.
Another key in that is first sit down and consider whether the cost of about 10,000 men are the ones who come against you with 20,000.
Because I believe that is the emphasis of
Only for a limited time, so get there
getting
for
to
good.
speak about God, which is within you, which is
Now
buy one box of the Kellogg cereal, you can collect codes for free.
This aspect. Understanding that is where the issue lies.
So obviously, my business is very tough one, but why?
So I will read as I am guided to. The following explanations will help you to understand the different attitudes and how best to avoid these attitudes to enable yourself to grow and to evolve to the level of mastery. These explanations will assist you in developing yourself to evolve to the highest levels during your present lifetime. Any evolution of the soul is an evolution of the mind. Any evolution of the mind is an evolution of the soul.
The
One
acquirement of
cannot
spiritual
evolve
power.
without the other. The mind cannot know itself as evolving unless the sense of evolution is also present. Likewise, the soul cannot know itself to be evolving unless the mind intellectually believes that it is evolving.
Another guy?
Cherished a vision of another world, and he discovered it. Copernicus fostered the vision of a multiplicity of worlds in the wider universe, and he revealed it. Buddha held the vision of a spiritual world of stainless beauty and perfect peace, and he entered into it. Cherish your visions. Cherish your ideals. Cherish the music that stirs in your heart, the beauty that forms in your mind, the loveliness that drapes your purest thoughts, for out of them will grow all delightful conditions, all heaven.
So that's Flagrant World, flagrantworld.net. It's available on the network. I hope that wasn't too perplexing or confusing or upsetting. Anyway, that's what I do for my research. And later on when I do my talk, I'll sort of connect that then into what I do as an educator. And with that, thank you for your time and your attention, and thanks for coming so early.